Yo, what up guys and girls? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to start a lead generation agency in 20 minutes. This is gonna be like a high level overview. Like you can watch this video and you can execute on all of these steps, because a huge mistake that I see from a lot of guys starting in the space is that they try to make the first version of their agency perfect, and what it does is you get stuck in like a perfection loop and nothing actually happens. The best way to actually do it is do it a little bit messy the first time, and then when you already have traction in your business, you have leads coming in, you have cold emails coming out, you have taken some sales calls, you maybe have a client or two, then it's way easier to start like looking at the small details and perfecting it. But yeah, how to start a lead generation agency. The first thing that you need to do, of course, is pick a niche. You need to have a market where you deal in. You don't want to be doing everything for everybody, because if you try to sell everything to everybody, you end up selling nothing to nobody. The niche should be a B2B industry, because we are doing cold email and LinkedIn and outbound lead generation. So it should be something that businesses sell to businesses, because that way you can actually leverage cold outreach. It also should be a niche and a market that you understand or are interested in. The best way to find a good niche is take something that you already have an advantage in. Let's say you have studied coding, you have went to a coding bootcamp, then okay, probably software development companies are a really good niche for you, because you understand already the language they speak, the problems that they might have with the developers. You can relate to them much more. Pick something that you already even a little bit understand, because it's going to make it so much easier. The niche has to have a clear value proposition. There's a bunch of niches that you don't understand, so the niche has to have something that they help someone make more money or save money or save time, or they help someone to do something. It should be clear. You should be able to explain it in 1 or 2 sentences. If someone asks like, what does your niche do? You should be able to answer it. My niche helps these companies get these results. Also in your niche, the average deal size should be minimum $2,000. There's a bunch of niches that sell like super small stuff. So go for the bigger companies in the niche, so the average deal size is bigger, or go for a niche that has like a deal size minimum of $2,000. Your niche should also be easy to target. If your niche is something super specific, B Corp companies that target only SMB work clothes suppliers in Georgia, it's probably really fucking hard to find those companies. So open up some scraping tools, so do some Google searches and see how easy it is to find these companies and how easy it is to like find criteria. You need to be able to pull a few thousand leads in like a day if needed. And it also, the niche has to be growing. Like the perfect example is selling something to newspaper companies. Probably a really shit niche, because it's shrinking by 25% every single year. So the niche also has to have money. So don't go for like super broke niches, super broke markets, because it's just gonna be really hard to try to sell anything to someone who doesn't have money. I've also filmed an in-depth video about how to pick a niche on my YouTube channel. The thumbnail looks like this, and also it's gonna be the first link in the description. Watch that video and it will show you exactly how to pick a perfect niche. Second thing that you need to do, creating an offer. If someone asks you, what do? You don't want to answer, we do cold email and we do cold outreach. Nobody really cares. Nobody really wants to buy cold outreach. You need to have like an offer. What do? I help just funded B2B startups in Netherlands grow their MRR without doing any extra hiring on their team. That's an offer. So it has to have a clear, measurable end result, like something that they can measure. Qualified calls every single month, increase in revenue, increase in clients, shorter sales cycles, better qualified leads. It needs to be measurable. You need to be able to back the results by data. Otherwise, it's super hard to understand. If someone told you that I'll make you more money, you probably would be like, okay, how much? So there needs to be an end result that you can measure and explain. Also, the offer needs to solve the pain of the niche that you're targeting. Different niches, they might have different pain. Tech companies might be struggling a lot with hiring good SDRs. Accounting companies' biggest pain point probably is that they are only relying on referrals and networks, so they don't have predictable lead flow. So even though you're able to solve both of these problems with cold email lead generation, the pain points still might look different. Also, your offer in the beginning, it should be as done for them as it possibly could be. Like your client just needs to tell you yes, and shit should start happening. Like it should be like completely hands off for them, because this way, of course, the price is going to be higher, which is good, because then you can just spend your time getting few high paying clients instead of getting like a lot of small paying clients. And also it's way easier for a business owner to say yes when they don't need to do any extra work on it. We generate your lead, we buy your domains, we build your lead lists, we copyright your emails, we manage your inboxes, we book the meetings, we scale the campaigns. You don't have to do anything else than tell their sales guy to go to the meetings and close. Completely done for you. It needs to also have a clear time frame. We get you these results every month. month, in 3 months, in 6 months, in 9 months, in 2 years, but there needs to be a clear time frame. Even if you have a really good offer, but there's no time frame, it's super hard for someone to say yeah. Let's say again, the I'll make you more money example. I'll make you more money. How much? $100. Okay, when? If it's like someone makes you $100 in the next 6 months, that's a pretty shit offer. But if someone makes you extra $100 every minute, that starts to be way more exciting. Don't make it too unrealistic, but it needs to have a time frame. And also a guarantee. Guarantees are the best way to reverse risk, especially when starting out. If we don't get you these results, you don't pay us a single cent. You only pay from the revenue that we generate you. You only pay for qualified costs that show up to the meetings. I always like to use 100% satisfaction guarantee. If at the end of the month you're not satisfied, I won't send you an invoice. Then you just need to make sure that you're making them more money than they're paying you, and they will be satisfied. But yeah, have a guarantee in place. It helps so much. It increases the closing rate, and you shouldn't be afraid of giving out guarantees, because if you didn't make them more money and they want a refund, you probably deserve it. Like, you don't want their money anyways. You're not losing anything. You're learning still for free, which is really fucking valuable, because the easiest way to learn is by doing shit. So this is what an offer template or an offer structure would look like. We help your niche get results Y in time Z without common problem. For example, we help B2B startups in Netherlands 2 to 3 extra clients each month without having to spend money on paid advertising or spending a minute on cold calling. Or we help your accounting company increase their revenue by 25% in the next 12 months without hiring any more sales guys in their team. That's your offer. A good offer needs to be something that you can just give a one sentence and it immediately explains what you do. So the third thing that you need to do after you have your niche and offer figured out, you need to build a funnel. Why do you need a funnel? Let's say you're sending cold emails, you're doing cold outreach. You send someone an email. Yo, John, I help you do X, Y, and Z in time frame A, B, and C. And they're like, oh shit, this sounds interesting. Let me go find a little bit more information about this guy. Is this legit? They go to your landing page, or they Google your company name, or they check your domain. And if nothing shows up, or if you have just a generic, really shitty website, it won't really play in their advantages. They probably won't end up replying to you or booking a call with you. But if you have a really simple, good funnel, it has a headline that explains exactly what you do in one sentence. It has a video sales letter that explains in few minutes how everything works, who is it for, what can they expect, and how to find out more information. And then it also needs to have a button that they can use to book a call with you. So if they're interested, they don't need to spend 5 minutes trying to find your email from LinkedIn. They can just press a button and book a call with you. So it needs to have a headline, it needs to have video sales letter, and it needs to have a book a call button. Boom. And this is an example of what a really simple website or a landing page would look like. It explains really simply what you do. Here it would have a video sales letter, and then it would have a book a free call button. Use Carter.co to build the landing page. Use your phone to film the video sales letter, and connect Calendly to book a free call button. So then you're like, oh shit, now I need a video sales letter. What do I say in the video sales letter? Right now, for example, with Agents Velocity, we built like pretty long, in detail video sales letters. We have a good structure for it, but in the beginning, when you're starting out, you don't know the exact pain points that your niche has. You don't know exactly what works the best and what doesn't. You don't want to spend 2 days creating a video sales letter. You just want to have something really simple that you can quickly refilm and it does the job well. So don't try to make it perfect immediately. So what you do first is you do an intro. An intro basically just explains how long the video sales letter is, what do you explain on the video sales letter, and who is it for. So in this next 4 minutes, I will be telling you how to increase the revenue of your B2B startup in the next 3 months using cold outreach without spending any more money on paid ads. So if you're a CEO, founder, or a vice president of a startup like that, keep watching. Then you explain what you do, what is the problem you solve for companies. So I know you're a busy startup founder, you're always in the grind of getting more customers, getting more leads inside the business, and you're struggling with hiring better SDRs, hiring more SDRs, doing ad campaigns that get you leads, you're trying to do partnerships and referrals and networking. You're spending all your time on thinking how to get more leads inside our business. We are here to solve this problem for you. And the best thing about this is that you don't have to do any cold calling. You don't have to hire anyone more in your company. You can get rid of the paid ad campaigns. We bring the leads in your business. Then you explain who we do it for. So basically call out your perfect ideal customer. So like I already said in the beginning of the video, If you're a founder or an owner or a CEO of a B2B startup in Netherlands and you have just closed a funding round, this is exactly for you. Then you basically just spark a little bit curiosity by telling them how we do it. So basically, first we build a list of your ideal customers. So we dial in your ideal customer profile, we figure out where your ideal customers are, we build a list of these companies, then we look at your case studies, your company values, your offer, your services, everything, and then we build highly converting outreach messaging based on these things, and then we use that messaging to reach out to these people in the list, and then a small percentage of those people end up being interested and booking a call. So let's say we reach out to 100 companies that are in your ideal customer profile. Let's say out of those 100, 10 people are going to be interested, and out of those 10 interested people, 8 end up booking a call. And then we just take these 8 people and we book a demo call with them to your calendar, and then your sales rep or you go to the demo and you just continue with your sales process. How can you find out more information? So if this sounds interesting to you, if this sounds something that could help your company grow, there's a button below this video. It's green. It says book a free call. Press that and you get redirected to my calendar. Pick a perfect time for you there, and then we'll see in a quick 30-minute discovery call together where we can figure out if I can even help you and if you would even benefit from the service. And that's basically how you would film the first VSL script. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Then comes acquisition. Now you have everything set up on the foundational side. You have a niche, you have an offer, you have a funnel. Now you need to get traffic to the business. You need to have people interested in your business. So acquisition. First thing, buy 10 domains with 2 email accounts. So get 20 email accounts. Something that we can just use for cold emails. Put them in instantly.ai, warm up the domains for 2 weeks. So then when you start sending emails, they don't hit the spam folder and they actually land in the primary inbox. Then scrape a list of leads from your niche. So if you picked a niche that is tech companies in France, open up apollo.io or Scrape Hype or Find Email. All of these tools work really well. Open it up, put your criteria in, scrape a list of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 companies from there. Then go to Never Bounce, just neverbounce.com, put that list there and verify it. So all the leads that you're sending to are verified, so they don't bounce and fuck up the new domains that you just bought. Write 3 different cold email variations. We want to test like 3 different variations. We test all of them. So let's say you have 1,500 leads. We contact 500 leads with each one of the variations so we can see and compare the results and then see, okay, this one got better results than other 2 ones, so we can just double down on that. Then write follow-up sequences. So we don't only want to send 1 email, we want to follow up with each lead 2 different times. So they first get the first initial email, then they get email saying, yo John, did you have time to check the email that I sent you a few days ago? Then after like 4 days from that, they get an email, yo John, this is how you are making money from our offer. And then the last email that you get 7 days after it is gonna be, it seems like you're really busy with this right now and this is not the most important thing in your business right now. So reach out to me if you ever need help with this. And these follow-ups are super important because just looking at our lead gen agents data, we are getting like 70-80% of our replies and leads and calls from the second and third email. So don't just rely on the first email because then you're gonna miss out on like 80% of your results. And last thing, launch the campaigns. And I want to emphasize that don't try to make first cold email campaign perfect, just make it, then you learn a lot from it, and then you're gonna start like actually making it better. Okay, maybe this email would work better, or maybe I should scrape leads with this, or maybe I should do this or this. This is how your cold email structure should look like. Subject line should be just quick question, hi first name, personalization. So if you're reaching out to only companies that are in France, you can write hi first name, heard that the summer in France is amazing, or something like that. Want to reach out to you since your offer. So want to reach out to you since we help B2B startup companies like yourself generate an extra 2 to 3 clients each month without hiring any more SDRs. Then put your guarantee or case study. If you're starting out, you probably don't have a case study, but a guarantee. Also, a nice bonus working with us is you only pay us if you're 100% satisfied. So there's 0 reason why you wouldn't make more money than you are paying us. And then a call to action, would it make sense to explore this more? Then when they reply to you, yeah, I want to explore this more, just tell them like, okay, perfect. So would you have time for a quick call next Thursday or next Friday? and then book the call. Don't send a calendar link, ask manually what is the best time for them, because then it's way more personalized and you end up booking way more calls. And then it's the super simple signature, cheers, Levi, agents of velocity. For follow-up, this is basically the structure that I just mentioned. The first follow-up, you just want it to be like a quick bump. So after 2 days of them receiving the first email, just send them an email. Hi, John, just wanted to ask if you received the email that I sent to you 2 days ago. Then if they don't reply to that, they should get an email breaking down the ROI after like 5 days from receiving the first follow-up. Hi, John, so just wanted to explain a little bit further how we help you generate more money. And then you can do like 3 or 4 sentences on, we build a list of your ideal customers, we create a high converting outreach messages, and then we use those messages to reach out to your ideal customers and book meetings from the interested people in the campaigns. And the last follow-up that they should receive should be the breakup email. So if they don't reply to that 7 days after, John, seems like you're super busy with this and this is not the priority for your company right now. But if you ever want to see or hear how we could generate some extra clients for you using cold outreach, just let us know and we can have a quick call. And by the way, you can automate all of this stuff using instantly.ai. Like you don't have to do these follow-ups manually. Just go there. They have all the perfect instructions, how to use everything, how to put this email in the campaign, how to put the leads in the campaign, and how to do this follow-up. For closing sales, now you have basically a structure to get leads. You have an offer, you have a niche, you have a funnel, you have leads, you have cold email campaigns, and this basically will result in you getting some interested people and they want to take sales calls with you so they can see how your offer works. I have made a video about this on my YouTube channel. Go to my channel and the thumbnail looks like this. It's also going to be the second link in the description. You can go there and see how to actually close sales. I explain super in detail how the whole sales process works and how you can close $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 deals for your agency. Okay, perfect. So now you have calls coming in, you're taking the calls and you're closing some sales. Now you need to onboard these clients so you can get them results. So when you close a sale, the first thing that you want to do is book a Zoom call or a Google Meet call, whatever works best. In that call, you want to ask them who is your ideal client, in which industry they are, how big are the companies, what is their title, just figuring out all of these questions so you can build like accurate lead lists for them and actually get like accurate leads and good quality leads. Third thing, ask what do they sell, like what is actually the core offer that you sell, what is your most popular offer, what problem does that offer solve for your ideal client, what are your case studies, what are example results that you have gotten for your clients, is there like big companies that you can name drop in the emails, are there like some secret results that you have gotten for your clients. If you are able to use those in the emails are going to work way better. Do you have any guarantees? Is there like any money back guarantees on your client's offer? What are your biggest pain points of your customers? Because if let's say they are working with construction companies and you are trying to get them leads from construction companies, they probably know really well what their customers struggle with, what they want, what is their best service. You just need to ask them so you can use that information that they already have in your cold emails so you can get them good results. Language customers use, this is a huge one. What are like specific terms that your clients, customers and prospects use so you can use that exact same language in the cold emails so they're going to relate to it way more and it's again going to work way better. And then ask your customers, what is your 60-second elevator pitch? If your ideal customer stepped in an elevator with you, what would you tell them in 60 seconds? And then just write it down and you can use words and sentences from there in your cold emails that you send for a client. And then setting expectations. So setting a time frame, setting expectations. So John, now we have gone through the onboarding. Next things that I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy you some domains. I'm going to shape you some lists. I'm going to do some copywriting for you. This is going to take 14 days until we can get live with the campaigns. Then when the campaigns go live, we'll start getting some replies. We're starting getting some calls. So around 21, 30 days, you should be sitting in your first sales calls if everything goes as expected. So don't hype them up too much because if you need to do some more testing, they're going to be disappointed. Then after you have onboarded them, you need to deliver them results. For delivering results is a pretty simple thing because you already did this for yourself, so you could get that client. So you just need to duplicate what you did for yourself. Buy domains, warm those domains up, scrape a list from their ideal customer profile, verify the list like you already did for yourself, write cold emails like you did for yourself, use the same structure, use the same follow-up structure, write follow-ups the same way that you did for yourself, launch campaigns, which campaigns are getting replies, which angles and variations are getting results, iterate, do some edits to it so it works better, and then book calls for clients using their Calendly. So they just have a Calendly with their open times. Someone replies to you, yo, I want to have a meeting with you. Perfect. Then you take your client's Calendly, you book them in, and then your client just goes to the sales meeting. So when you go through those exact same steps and complete that process, that's the first repetition done. You have finally started, and now we can start making it better because you have already done the groundwork and done the first shitty rep. So to make everything better, just iterate the niche, iterate the offer, iterate the VSL, cold emails based on feedback. If you're clearly seeing that your customers are really interested in one part of your offer, or everybody uses exact same language, or all of your customers tell you that their biggest problem is completely something else that you thought, change your offer, change your VSL, change your cold emails, and try to make it better. Look at the feedback you are getting and then make better variations each single time. The more you go through this process and more reps you do, the better everything is gonna get, and that's how you scale. And then after you have done that, repeat. Do you have one single rep, get some clients, send some cold emails, do some calls, look at the data, look at the feedback, iterate the niche, iterate the offer, iterate the VSL, iterate everything, repeat, do a new rep and repeat, and then just spin through this feedback loop. Like, that's how you scale. And if you also want to build a $10,000 a month lead generation agency, we have a program made for it, agencyvelocity.io. We basically help you pick your niche, create your offer, build your funnel, script your VSLs. We help you write your cold emails, close clients, scrape leads, scale, get results for your clients. We basically help you do everything. So if you're interested in getting help and building a 10K a month lead generation agency, go to agencyvelocity.io. We have absolute killers here. This is a screenshot from last week's wins that we had. Some big deals closed, inbound leads gotten, first clients closed. One guy hit a 10K a month for the first time. If you want to be in a like-minded community with people who are grinding on the same journey as yourself, just go to agencyvelocity.io. You can also follow me on Twitter. My links are going to be in the description. Go check out Agents Velocity, and I'll see you there.